Hi, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to install test on plain vanilla Hadoop. I already installed this Apache Hadoop and Hive on this CentOS 7. So this is running on the VMware. Okay, so we are going to install Apache test on this CentOS 7 operating system. Okay, so before start installation, let's discuss about brief overview of test and advantage of test over MapReduce. Okay, so Apache Test is a distributed data processing engine that sits on top of Yarn. Also, Test is an alternative query framework to MapReduce that is significantly faster than MapReduce. Normally, Hives comes with the default MapReduce processing engine. Okay, we can also use Test engine instead of MapReduce to execute the query in Hive. Already MapReduce is there, then why we need to go for Test engine? So basically, MapReduce has few limitations. So that leads to the slowdown of the performance of the job, like whatever the query that we are submitting, right? So that is going to slow down the performance because of this MapReduce limitations. These limitations has been taken care in the test engine. Also, test uses the model called the DAG model, directed acyclic graph model, to process the data, process the job. So basically the MapReduce task is mainly divided into two phases, the map phase and the reduce phase. Okay, output of the mapper is collected by the reducer, and then the reducer output is always written into the HDFS file system. If you write some complex query in Hive, right? So within one MapReduce job, it is not able to complete it. So there are chain of MapReduce program is going to get created. Okay, and in every MapReduce program is going to write the output into the HDFS file system. The next sequence of next sequence program is going to read from the HDFS file system, and then it is going to process the next process. So it's a overhead and slow down the performance. But in test, right, like in one single job, all the tasks are called vertices, okay, that constitute the DAG graph and get executed to complete the job. Okay, intermediate output is not going to write into the HDFS, so that will get stored into the in-memory. So more complex queries get more benefit because of this test, because of this it is not writing the data into the HDFS file system. It is going to store it in the in-memory. So other advantage of test engine is like container reusability. So normally what happens is like MapReduce divides the task into more jobs. So more containers required for more jobs. Apache Test reduce this inefficiency by dividing the task into lesser number of jobs, and also by using the existing containers that also save time to allocate new yarn containers. Also, the next advantage is like dynamic graphs. Okay, so test gathers runtime information like data samples and its sizes. Okay, so the execution engine uses the data collected by such modules to optimize and reconfigure the execution plan in runtime. So the query, so we can run the query in more optimized way that reduce the execution time. Okay. Okay, so if you see this diagram, right, like we have a query. So when we executing the same query in Hive MapReduce, also executing using like Hive test engine. So in the MapReduce, you can see like there are chain of MapReduce program get created. Okay, so there is a first MapReduce program get created, and then output of the reducer has been written into the HDFS file system. So then there is a second MapReduce program get created. So that is going to read the reach the output of the first MapReduce from the HDFS file system, and then the producer process is going to run. Then again, it is going to write the data into the HDFS file system. Then for the order by, there is a third MapReduce program get created, and then it is going to process with mapper and reducer, and then the final output has been written. Okay, but in the test engine, if you see, right, like there is only one single job get created. Okay, so inside the single job, you can see like the mappers has been running. So the output of the mapper has been sent it to the reducer. Means like it has been there in the in-memory. So the reducer output again send it to another reducer. Okay, so this mapper output is also sent it to the reducer. And again, like finally, there is all the output has been aggregated and then sent it to the final reducer for the order by, and then the final after this reducer process, the output has been sent it to the standard output. Okay, so with this, let's go to the VMware, like where the CentOS 7 is operating system has been running, right? we can go there and then we can install test engine. So then we can get into Hive, execute this query, the same kind of query we are going to execute, and then benchmark the performance using like Hive MR engine and also like Hive test engine. Okay, so let's go to this VMware. Okay, so this is the document I have prepared to install this test engine on this CentOS. So this is a step-by-step document. I have documented all the steps, and also it is very simple. Like within 5 minutes, we can complete the installation. Okay. Also, this document I have uploaded into the GitHub URL, and also I have shared this URL in the description box. So you can also download this, and then you can do this installation. Okay, so what we can do, right? Like let me open this terminal, and then just let me check all the Hadoop services are running. Yes, all the Hadoop services are running, and also I can start the Hive Metastore service. So using Hive space hyphen service Metastore, and I'm starting the Metastore service. So I have configured Hive Metastore service with MySQL database. Now it has been connected to Hive Metastore has been connected to MySQL, and then it has been running fine. Okay. Now you can see there is a run jar service that has been running for Hive Metastore service. Okay. So with this, what we can do now, all the Hadoop services are running. Metastore service also been running. So let's follow this document, and then we can install this test engine. Okay. Okay. So the first step is like download test tar file from this test.apache.org. Okay. So you can go there, go to this site, and also you can manually download this one. Otherwise, we can use this wget command to download this file, tar file. Okay. So we can use this command, and then we can download the tar file. And again, so one more important thing is like my Hadoop version is going to be like 2.7.1. Okay, so you can see like my Hadoop version is 2.7.1, and then my Hive version is like 1.2.1. Okay, and so let me start this installation. This installation, as I mentioned, it is very simple. Like within 5 minutes, we can complete the installation. Okay, so we will start this one. Let me go to this home path. Simply, I can go to this path. As per the document, we can go and then we can execute this one. The second step is like we can copy this URL, and then we can execute this command. This is going to download this test tar file, okay, into the home path. Okay, so now it's get downloaded. You can see like this is the size is going to be like 53 MB of size. Okay, it has been downloaded, and then it has been there in a home path /home/hd user. That is the home path of it. Okay, so now we can go to the document, and then we can follow the second step. Okay, in the second step, we are untar this tar file, the downloaded tar file, right? We are going to untar that one, and then we are going to move to the path called /usr/local. So this tar file, by using this mv command, so this name of this folder is going to rename into .test. Means like the test, that is the folder is going to get renamed. Then what we are going to do, we are going to get into this folder, and then what we are going to do, so then we are going to create a directory in Hadoop. Okay, so under the path called /apps/test. Okay, so we are going to create a path. So after that, we are going to copy this file. So inside test, there is a share folder is being there. So under the share folder, there is one more tar file is going to be there, where it contains all the test libraries. Okay, we are going to copy this test tar ZZ file into this location. So we are using this version called 0.7.1. So that is the test version that we are going to use. So we can follow the steps as such, and then we can configure this. Okay, so just you can copy the command, go to this, and then you can execute. So now it is get untarred. So the next step, we are moving this folder into the path called /usr/local. Let me clear the screen. So then it is asking the password because of slow. So now I move this into the path. Then I can go to this path. Next step, just I can create a folder, apps test folder. I'm going to create, okay, in the Hadoop. Okay, so I have created the folder. So next step is like I'm going to copy this share. I means like the test.tar, okay, into the apps test, the folder I have created right inside the folder. I'm going to copy this. Okay, so now it has been copied. Okay, so we have successfully completed the step 2. So the step 3 is nothing but just we are going to create a file called test-site.xml file. Normally in Hive we have hive-site.xml file, right? So in the hive-site.xml file we are going to have all the configurations. Likewise for test we need to create a file called test-site.xml file, and then we can update the configured path, this path, right, like the HDFS path where we are going to have this the tar file where we have all this libraries, right? So that file we need to configure. So this is the property. So this is the path, like this is HDFS path, and then like this, and then the tar file, tar.zz file we have to configure. So we can, as per the document, we can follow the steps. Just you can create a directory, okay, in the local under this test folder. Okay, so we can create a directory called conf. So inside the conf, we are going to create a file called test-site.xml file. You can copy the command as such, and then you can, in the VA editor, we can open that in the VA editor. So then you can copy the command, copy this configuration, and then in the insert mode, you can paste this, and then you can save and quit. WQ exclamation to save and quit. Okay, so now we have successfully completed step 3, and then we have step 4. And then the step 4, what we are doing is like we are going to disable the virtual memory check. Okay, so that we need to do it in the file called yarn-site.xml file. By adding this property, you can see, right? So virtual memory check enabled, we are making it as false. Okay, so for this, just you can go to this site. You can open this yarn-site.xml file. As I mentioned, already have installed Hadoop. So what I can do, I can open the file. Again, Hadoop has been installed in the /usr/local/Hadoop path. So I'm just opening the yarn-site.xml file. So inside this configuration, I can add this property. So disable, by default it is true. So I'm adding this property to make this as false. Okay. So then I can save and quit. That's it. Almost we are done with all the configurations. So next is like just we want to start the yarn services like resource manager and node manager, because we have changed in the yarn-site.xml file, right? We want to stop the yarn services, and then we have to start that. Just you can execute the stop-yarn.sh, and then you can start this service. Okay. Okay, so now the yarn services got stopped. Okay, now we can start the yarn services by using the command start-yarn.sh. So as such in the document, we can also start the yarn services. Okay, now both the services get started. Now you can see all the services are running fine. So I'm able to I'm able to see all the services: name node, data node, secondary name node, node manager, resource manager, and this run jar is for metastore service. Everything has been running fine. Okay, so now the final configurations. It is not a configuration, just we are setting the variable, environment variable. Okay, so we can also run one time. Okay, so for this session, it is going to available only till that session is being open. Okay, so permanently, if you want to add this variable, okay, environment variable, so then we can update in the file called bash rc file. So the bash rc file in the home path, just we can open this bash rc file. So we can open that at the end of this one. So in the insert mode, I can copy the 3 variables. So test_home, test_conf_dir, and then Hadoop_class path. So I can copy all those things, and then I can paste it. Okay, so again here, this is the end of line has been there. Just you have to make sure it should be in a single line. You can use this one. Then you can escape :WQ extension. So then to get effect immediately, we can also source this file. Okay, so you can use the command bash rc. So this is also there in the document. Okay, you can follow this. That's it. We have completed the installation. Let's get into Hive. Okay, and then we can test that one. Okay, So just simply type Hive and then we can get into Hive. Okay, so now we are into Hive. So as I mentioned, right, by default, the Hive comes with the MapReduce engine. So if you go and check that one, like what is the map default engine that is being using, just you can simply use without defining this value. So you can define like set space hive.execution.engine. So you come to know like what is the engine default engine. You can see, right, the default MR engine has been configured. Okay, so what we can do, right, I have created two tables. You can see there are two tables is going to be there. So one is like TBL customers and then TXN records. So this is the transaction records table. This is a customer information. Okay. So both the table you can see, right, there is a customer number is going to be common. Okay. So the TXN records we have like uh, around like 10,000 means like 10,000 records. No, the TBL customer, we have 10,000 records. In the TXN records, we have like 100,000 records we have. Okay, so we are going to write a query and then we are going to see the performance between this. First, we are going to execute using MapReduce engine, and then the same query we are going to execute using test engine, and then we are going to benchmark the performance. Okay, so I have the query ready over here. So simply you can select this query, but you have to create a table. So this is the query for the table that I have already have. So I can run this one. So you can see, right, I have used like count of star. I'm joining between this TBL customer and the TXNS records table, and I'm aggregating the data like based on the amount, okay, and the maximum amount, and then based on the state, city, and profession, I'm grouping by, and then joining between the customer number. This is a simple query, but again, like it is going to do a joining, and then like there's a complex process. It is like if you see when we are running this, so in the MapReduce engine, there are two jobs is being running. Within one single job, it is not able to complete. So it is going to run first MapReduce program. So after that, it is going to run second MapReduce program to complete this job. Okay, so let's check the time after completion, right? Let's check the time, how much time it is being taken. So also we can check same thing in the test engine. Okay, so you can see, right, like for executing this query, it is taking time like 151 seconds. And then after aggregation, it is returning the rows like 5,712 rows. Let's copy this and let me write this value in a file. Okay, I can write the file. So using, you can compare between this one and the test engine. So this is the time it is being taken. I have this query, right? Like this has been running using MapReduce engine. Okay. Likewise, we can also execute the another query. So it has been more complex than this. Okay. So this is the another query. So again, same thing, but again, we have additional filters being there. So we can use this one. Additional condition means like you can see this query, right? Let me paste this query and then I can show you. So what we are doing is like we have an inner query. So two inner queries we have. This is one inner query. And what we are doing is like we are filtering the amount that is being greater than 10. We are grouping based on the customer number. Likewise, there is one more inner query. So that is going to filter the customer age greater than 50. Then in the outer query, we are joining with that. And then we are taking this sales amount. Okay. So this is a simple query. And we can run this one using this MR engine. Okay, so again, you can see there is two MapReduce job is being running. Okay, so let's see how much time it is being taken to complete that one. Then we will execute these two queries using test engine. Okay. Okay, so this has been completed. Now you can see, right, like it has taken like 81 seconds, and then it is returning like 9,716 rows. So let me copy this output value also. So the time taken value, and just I copied this one. Okay, so this is for the output from the MapReduce engine. When we are executing through MapReduce engine, so for this particular query, this time taken is like 151 seconds. For this query, the second query, it has taken like 81 seconds. Okay, the same two queries we can run using test engine. Okay, so for setting the test engine, already we have configured everything, right? So simply what you can use like hive.execution engine equal to, just you can define the test, that's it. Okay, so now it is going to use test engine. This is the only property that we need to set. I can clear the screen, then I can set the property. Okay, okay, sorry, my bad, like spelling mistake. Execution engine. Execution engine. So now I can run the same query. Okay, even I have this in the document, right? I can use copy that from the document, the same query you can copy from the document. You can run this one. So if you have a different query, right, you can also run that one. Now you can see, right, only one job is running for this test engine. Okay, so again, you can see, so this is like mapper output. The second is like reducer. The reducer output has been sent to the third reducer and then the mapper. You can see like one single job with different vertices. Vertices is nothing but the task. Okay, so now you can see right now it has been running. Okay, the map task is been, all the map task is been running, and then it has been completed. Then the reducer is going to run. Okay. Okay, it is successfully completed. You can see right the same output. Okay, the same output for the first query, and then you can see the time taken for this. Okay, so here, so I have the time taken right for the first query. The time taken is using like MR engine. So the MR engine time taken is MR engine, the time taken, and the same query using test engine, the time taken for the output is going to be the same. You can see, right? The output is going to be the same between the two engines. Okay, but the time taken, you can see like it is 40 seconds it has been taken, and then it is like MapReduce engine is being taking like 151 seconds. Okay, so we can also run this query and then we can check this using test engine. Okay, can run this again. So you can see like the task is being initiated. Mapper task is being running now. So after completion of mapper task, the reducer is going to run. And it has been more faster, right? Like we have a cleaner process. You can see, right, the same output, but the time taken, you can see, right, the time taken is like 17 seconds. 17 seconds it has been taken to complete this for the second query. Okay, so here, okay, so you can see, right, the time taken. This is for MapReduce. It is like 81 seconds. For the test engine is taking like 17 seconds. You can find the drastic difference, the performance difference between the MapReduce and the test engine. Okay, so you can write any query. Okay, so all the Hive queries you can write it over here. Okay, only the engine is going to be. Apart from that, you can create a partition table or bucketed table. So anything you can create, and then you can run the query. So while running the query, the difference between like MapReduce and the test engine is being faster than the MapReduce. So in real time, mostly you're going to use the test engine. So MapReduce is almost it has been obsolete. So if you want to test, or like if you want to practice this, practice your Hive queries in test engine, so you can use this document, you can install it, and then you can execute your queries. Okay, so thank you. Thanks for watching this video. So I'll come up with another video. Thank you.